What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So today we have got to talk about this JND Platinum Wonder Woman 1/3 scale statue. As you see, this is priced at $3,200. For reference, their previous 1/3s were priced between $1,800 to $2,500 for the more complex ones. Harley Quinn, I think, is one of the more complex, and she was like $2,200. Catwoman was like $2,000. So this one's priced at $3,199, and JND really hyped this up, calling a new line that it's more complex to create. The only thing I think is more complex about this is the fact they're actually doing silicone legs and arms and everything silicone skin-wise. Run Harley, her hands and face was silicone, but her stomach and legs was polystone. And it looked really good, you could even tell a difference. So now you have more silicone, which will give that more lifelike effect, more textures and pores. So I can understand a price increase. However, $1,000 more than their typical 1/3 is honestly a huge jump. And, you gotta compare this to other statues of, similar price and caliber. So my initial impressions, when I first saw the reveal video, they were showing just like that. They were not showing the portrait, or if they did, they showed just like that. And I was like, dang, that looks real good. The outfit looks fantastic. The skin textures look really good. The sword, the shield, it looks freaking fantastic. The pose is okay. The base, of course, is a typical JND base. Nothing to brag home about. It's quite boring. Conceptually, it's okay. I think the biggest miss, though, honestly, is the portrait. It is not perfect for this price tag of $3,200 plus shipping and custom fees if you order direct here. So you're looking well over $3,500 for this. And this is the portrait where I'm just I don't know, something is off. I think it's 80% straight on, 95% angled. But then other photos, when I see it, I don't know, it's something to do with the eyes. It is looking a little bit better in these official photos versus the video they showed. In the video, I was like, ugh. I mean, yeah, it's still probably the best sculpted and most realistic gal out there for, a full-scaled statue. This is definitely, obviously, more detailed and better in terms of realism than my current two Wonder Woman statues. You got the Wonder Woman on horse, the Justice League Wonder Woman. But the face, I think, is just not quite there. And I don't think they're going to be making any tweaks because they're already open up pre-order. And this ships in Q1 to Q2 of 2024. So you got a good year and a half for this. Goes up for PO actually in 15 minutes as I'm filming this. The deposit's $640. So, I mean, it's a cheaper deposit than the Queen Studios Thor and Captain bust. They want $1,400 for theirs. They also do a payment plan as well, where you basically do $320 a month. So, I mean, here's the thing. Yes, it's a great looking statue. And if this was priced $2,100, I'd probably buy it. But $3,500, ooh, that is brutal, especially when you compare it to the likes of, let's say, this. So this is priced even cheaper at $2,999, and you're getting a 36-inch tall Predator statue, way more intricate than a freaking Wonder Woman statue. In addition, you get 4 heads, and these heads are 3 times the size of that Wonder Woman. You're getting 5 switch-out arm options, switch-out guns, extra masks, you name it, the works. This thing is loaded to the brim with everything one could want, and it's cheaper. You compare that to that, and you're like, Jupiter's cock, this is the most overpriced thing I've ever seen. Yeah, it's silicone, and it has glass eyes, hand-punched hair, but they didn't know the likeness, and it's more expensive than Prime One's Jungle Hunter, which, in my opinion, the Jungle Hunter DX is way cooler and way far more impressive than that JND. which is only 26 inches. You know, this being 36 inches, 10, you know, a foot taller with 4 heads, multiple switch outs. She comes with 0. 20, like 6-inch wide, deep base. I mean, it's, you know, you got to put things into perspective. In comparison of price, this is extremely expensive for what you actually get. You get a very simplistic, boring base, a museum pose Gal Gadot with a perfect body, but a face that's only 80% likeness. So for me personally, I think this is a huge fail and it's way overhyped. For this price, they need to be nailing like Gal Gadot perfectly. I'm talking at least 98%. You know, like my Queen bust has better likeness. Infinity Studios has better likeness. Their original Wonder Woman had better likeness. I think if they used their original Wonder Woman head sculpt on this and just threw the tiara, then this would be, you know, much better. I still think it's overpriced, though. I think considering the additional silicone and a more intricate outfit with the sword and shield, price it at $2,600, not $3,200, and throw that platinum logo. My other issue with this, the edition size. This thing is limited to 1,000. That is super freaking high for what's supposed to be like a super ultra, you know, limited edition hyper real. I mean, that's technically a higher edition than just the DX bonus version. Granted, this has 2 additional versions. But still, I mean, overall, I think it's good, but definitely not worth the price tag. You know, I like these JND statues, but they don't scale good with Prime 1 at all. I really thought, should I get Catwoman? And when I did Photoshops in my Prime 1 setup, it doesn't work at all. These do not scale good. I think this would go really good next to like Queen or Infinity Studios bust, or the old or you do all JND statues. Problem is, a lot of these JNDs are from different movies, and I don't like, you know, doing that. You know, if they're different universes. So I would say this would pair good with, you know, like Queen Wonder Woman bust or Infinity Studios Wonder Woman bust. If you want the ultimate Wonder Woman setup, I think, you know, you'd want to do that. This with like Infinity Studios bust or the Queen. You know, so, I mean, considering it's 1,000 ES, is this going to be an instant sellout like their previous ones? I think they're going to, even if they don't sell out, they're going to do that. And also check this out. Here is a side-by-side next to Gal Gadot. And I mean, it is very obvious that they didn't copy the pose perfectly. The like upper torso is not angled correct. And the hair is too curly at the top. And the likeness just definitely is not perfect. You know, you look at Gal, she's one of the most beautiful faces in the world. Like, absolutely freaking just drop dead gorgeous. And this is not that. This is a beautiful woman. Maybe Gal's, you know, stunt double, but that is not Gal. So I think it has something to do with possibly the eyes and the lips and then the hair. But for me, you know, when I do that, I think it's Gal. When I see those eyes are definitely off. It's throwing me off big time. You know, I mean, you let me know what you guys think in the comments below. You know, I'm sure this will probably sell out just due to the hype, but there's no way this will be selling for double in the aftermarket like Dr. Mike is saying. Heck no, this is going to go for nearly $7,000. Nobody's going to be paying that. You know, people are trying to ask that for Infinity Studios bus, and nobody's paying that on eBay. Those listings have been up for years. 0 buyers. If you look at sold listings, 0. You know, especially in today's economy, trying to produce 1,000 of these, they're trying to get $3.2 million. I mean, wow. So it's kind of crazy. And this will be available through a variety of distributors like Spec Fiction, Big Bad Toy Store, and others. So, you know, I don't think it's going to be an instant sellout, but I could be wrong. Maybe I'll wake up and hear it's sold out everywhere. I'm like, dang. I don't plan to purchase it, though, just because it simply won't go in my collection. The only way I could see myself getting this is if I am able to get Infinity Studios bust and I wanted to pair it with an additional Wonder Woman, but I'd actually do Queen. And I'd do Queen bust with this, and then keep my Horse and my Justice League where they're at, and then this would be a separate bust and 1/3 display. However, that price tag is really what put me off. Anyways, folks, that is it. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day.